Married at First Sight Decision Day. That was interesting. I predicted all the couples right. I got them all right. Spoiler alert, they all stayed together except Chris and Paige. I was actually, kind of surprised that they were there. I thought they were done with, but Chris shows up and, I'm not going to speak on, what happened with his ex. I believe her name's Mercedes. I'm not going to speak on that. But other than that, he still seems to manipulate Paige. And he knows all the right things to say to get her emotions running. Even Dr. Viviana picked up on it. I think she was getting a little irritated too, because the more he spoke highly of Paige, you could see her grinning just ear to ear. I mean, she was happy, like, oh, my prince has returned. And Dr. Viviana's like, I think you're pretty much manipulating us right now, and you're manipulating Paige. And I think if she hadn't said that, I think Paige would have taken him back. But Paige finally came to her senses, and she's like, I think I'm going to just stay on my own. And there was even a part where Chris came back in the room and he put his jacket around Paige, and I thought, is this to make himself look good? I know it was cool of him to admit he didn't look good on the show. I thought that was cool. But with people like him, you never know if it's genuine. You don't know, is he just putting on for the cameras or trying to save his reputation so future dates won't watch the show and be like, man, that was pretty cold-hearted of you. So it's hard to tell with him. But when he got into it with Dr. Viviana, I could even see Pastor Cal look down, and him and Dr. Viviana were looking at each other like, is this real? Like, and then after Dr. Viviana mentioned what she did about, seemed like he was manipulating Paige and the doctors, he said, I don't give a flying. I was like, wow, you're going to sit here and go toe to toe with the doctors like they did something wrong? You just said that you weren't looking good on the show. Well, now you're going at it with the doctors. How does that make you look? And then come to find out, next week they're going to have like that tell-all part where they all sit on the couch with Kevin something. And looks like he gets into it. Chris gets into it with somebody there. He tells somebody, you can meet me in the parking lot or something. I'm like, how's this dude always talking about fighting with these tight slacks and their high waters, man? I'm like, how you gonna fight in that, man? But I don't know. That's why I said he's kind of hard to read. So with people like that, I just kind of assume from the beginning that they're not being all the way forward. I feel like you're manipulating me, because you've shown that trait the most out of any other trait you've shown the manipulation side the most. So at that point, it's hard for me to believe anything you're saying. So he's trying to save face. I don't know. It also seems like because it's over with him and Mercedes, it seems that he's always falling on Paige as a backup. Like, well, that didn't work, but me and you, I should have appreciated you. Yeah, you should have appreciated her. You should have appreciated her from day one. Not play mind games. People that play mind games, they're really self-absorbed. They do what's ever best for their best interest. And if you just happen to enjoy it, then that's on you. But they're going to put themselves first, and they don't care too much about your emotions. So I don't know. I think Paige made the right decision, to be honest. And like I said before in the old video, I don't think they're really married. I think there's some little fine print that's saying they're not really married. So I think that that she made the right decision. She needs to move on, and she just can do a lot better than someone that's going to play mind games. You don't have to put up with people's stuff. You just don't. You want to be appreciated. This is supposed to be the person you spend the rest of your life with. You don't want to feel like you're a burden, or like he's looking at me crazy because I'm not what he really wants, So she made the right decision, and I predicted all the couples right. Ryan and Clara stayed together. Eric and Virginia stayed together. Let's see. I knew Virginia and Brianna, they might have their little issues, but I knew they weren't going anywhere. I knew they were staying together. Haley and Jacob, I knew that wasn't. I mean, Haley comes out with a dress so high it looked like a belt, though. I'm like, what's she trying to do? Make him say I want to stay married? He wasn't impressed. He just wanted out. These two had no chemistry. It almost seemed like she just despised this guy. I think he even said something to that effect. Like she just seemed like she hated the dude. Like he liked 80s stuff. So what? That means you can't be with him because he likes the 80s? Come on. Anyway, that's my take on this season of Married at First Sight. I want to watch the tell all next week. I'll let you know what I think of that, and tell me what you guys thought of this decision day. And I'm still watching Married at First Sight Australia, but it's so scripted. They got a new couple, or old couple, but now that Ennis and the other guy she was dating are off the show. The other husband she was tricking around with is off. Now they got this other girl trying to talk to another husband. It's so scripted. It's nothing. I think some of the American version is scripted, but not to the extent of the Australia version. It's just like a soap opera. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Make sure to comment, share, subscribe, hit the like button, and be fearless. Yay, yay.